EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To James Conner.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
56.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now on second and 16. Mariota brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And a Steeler first down.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down at the
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
James Conner with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Steelers 7, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hardy. And he stopped immediately there.
A toss play.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Hardy, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, it's Hardy, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Steelers 7, Browns 0.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh
Steelers.
set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. makes it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Play action now. Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Parker. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Oh, boy,
and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that'll That'll set them back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Browns 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
On the play.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Browns 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Parker. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Conner. He will push his way down to about the 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Now it's Parker. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
Game situation. Let's go.
Oh, good move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, here we go. 50.
Tamu will look to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second and 10, Tamu. He's got this complete to Marcell Ateman.
Tamu's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
56.
Conner on first down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mariota to throw it this time, eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Being chased out left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They run with Conner. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flush to his right. Completion here to Claypool. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mike 4. Right here. Mike 4. Mike 4. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight.
They'll run here with Conner. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ref, tell him. Watch the curl. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check tight end. Check tight.
Ta'amu taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Woo! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Again, a run with Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
James Conner, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Browns 15. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Parker. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Now Ta'amu. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Browns 23. To kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. It's always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here it comes, here it comes. Man, cycle. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now, and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Conner. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Today's final score, Steelers.
And Charles,
38,
in this one,
Browns
the fourth quarter
30.
became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.